Have you ever noticed before when you can have friends and you can be talking to them every day, but you still feel alone? This kind of thing isn't really obvious, like being by yourself. It's a different kind. A kind where you're surrounded by people, talking, laughing, but still something feels off. It usually doesn't hit in the moment, it hits after, like when you get home. Everything goes quiet and it feels like your brain finally catches up. For me, I started noticing it after hanging out with friends. Like, we'd spend the day together, gaming, talking, or just doing whatever, really. In the moment, everything felt fine, honestly, but it's that feeling afterwards when I'd go home, I'd really kind of like reflect back on the day, and I think, like, wow, I just feel so fucking alone after that, you know? And I honestly noticed it the most when I did start hanging out more with my like so-called best friends right now, I guess you could say. And we would obviously have an amazing time, but over like a period of time, I started noticing something whereas like yeah, we had fun and all, but started kind of feeling forced. Like the hangouts we were doing and everything, they were happening, but not really everyone actually wanted to be there. They felt more like obligated to be there. And if I didn't really text first, nothing would really happen. And when they did text first and text me personally even, like it really felt like I wasn't the main person they wanted to see. I had personal like experiences where these people, they would text me and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, would you like to hang out?" And then I'm thinking like, it's kind of odd because you asked our other friend if they wanted to hang out before me. And I honestly feel like less important, because they're asking me just as a backup. And being a backup friend really sucks. And I felt the same thing in group chats I'd be in as well, where we would talk all day, like joking around and just talking about random stuff, really. And then suddenly people would just like slowly drift away into their own groups, joining different VCs and everything like that, and then just like the main chat would fade, and it dies so often. I remember another instance where I'm with again those other two guys, and we get along so well. I'm still in class with them to this day, and we even have our own kind of like group of three people. And on paper, everything looks fine, but most of the time, it just felt like the other two, they clicked better with each other. Like they talk, joke around, and like their flow would just be perfect for each other. And I just kind of be there. Half the time, they didn't really like notice I was there. Like obviously not in a rude way or anything, but just like I wasn't part of their like flow. And even if I tried to join in, it still felt like I was on the outside of it. And it's really weird because nothing's wrong. We still get along, like, even now, and we still talk, but you could still feel left out without even, like, doing anything. And when you're just standing right there, most conversations nowadays, like, also, they just feel so light. Like, you could literally just only be talking about, like, jokes or small updates about your life, like random talk. And you're really just saying all that just to fill silence. The real stuff stays in your head, and the stress you don't say out loud, the thoughts that you actually overthink, the stuff you act like doesn't matter when it really does. You don't bring it up at all because it changes the mood, or you don't know how people react, so you keep it inside. And slowly, everyone just starts doing the same thing. There's moments where it becomes obvious, like being in a room full of people, everyone talking and still feeling like you're just not really part of anything, just there. Like you're not ignored, but you're just not really fully seen either. In groups, you start acting a bit different depending on who you're with. Not fake, really, just like split into versions. Say like one group you could be like outgoing and funny. For others, it could be like quiet, or you could be chill and nonchalant, acting like nothing bothers you at all. And don't get me wrong, it works. It works. It keeps things smooth and like running. But over time, it starts to feel weird. Like you're not really one person anywhere, just different versions depending on who you're with and where you are. And then you start thinking, like, where am I actually myself? One of the clearest moments for me was after I hang out with those two guys. Like, I'm just walking home and I'm thinking everything was fine in the moment, but man, on the way home, it feels like nothing has changed. Like, I was still just dealing with everything in my head alone, just with a few hours of noise in the background. Another thing is how a lot of friendships now depend on being in the same place, like same school, same team, same game you're playing, or just same routine. Like, I've had so many experiences with this one, and since like 5 years old till now, I've been in sports my entire life. And the moment I have my season over, like realistically, most of the time, I just drift away from everybody. Because even if I do message them or they message me, like the conversation just feels so dry. Like there's a complete big difference between if you're talking during the season and you still have time with them, whereas if you're just alone and like say even like you're on a different sports team and you're in a different school and it's like you have no opportunity to talk to them at all basically. And there are moments where it feels different and you can talk without thinking about how you sound when silence isn't really awkward or when you can say something real and it doesn't get brushed off. Those moments, they stick with you because those moments are rare and they don't come by that often. And I think that's what it really comes down to because you can have friends and still feel alone, and not because nobody's there, but because nobody really knows you. Maybe the question isn't whether you have friends, it's maybe whether you actually feel like yourself when you're around them. Or if you're just switching up between versions of yourself just to fit in without ever really landing anywhere. Honestly, my point of view is I think we should be moving towards friends where we could just be genuine with. Because there's no better feeling than just being genuinely yourself and people enjoying spending time with you. It's an amazing feeling. If you made it to the end of this video, I just want to thank you for watching. It really means a lot that you stuck around for something like this, and I'm going to be making many more videos like this. More real stuff and just general topics like this as well, because this, I enjoy talking about this. And if this connected with you at all, I appreciate you being here. I will be on a grind and I will be pumping out more videos coming soon. So again, thank you for watching and peace.